the Planet Coaster Christmas miniseries. So it's halfway through the month. I've got 10 days to complete this place and get it uploaded ready for Christmas Eve. Now, that's going to be a problem. That's not a lot of time at all. So we're going to have to get on with things, I guess. Try and get as much as we possibly can get done. So today the plan is to get this area all done and finished. This is the Sweet Treat Street, and then we can go ahead in the next episode and move on to the next themed area. So the plan is to get some kind of ride skin around here, get a coaster up and running, and then get a dark ride up and running. And that's the plan. Some trees, obviously, some buildings to eat and drink. You know how it is. So that's the plan, I think. I'm gonna say yes, that is the plan. And you get a lot of trees everywhere. I don't think it's gonna take too long this area, to be honest, guys. I'm gonna start by getting the building going though for the dark ride, and then we'll work on skinning things up, making them all look pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that all. That's the plan anyway, and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully, like I can get this area all wrapped up and done, and maybe we can possibly go ahead and start the next themed area, which is probably gonna come back here. Just so in that way, I don't have to rush so much. So I've got probably about 5 episodes in me, 5 episodes-ish in me to get this series done. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to do all that, and I'll see you guys after the time lapse.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. Snowfall frozen, neck is frozen. Catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling. Check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the trees, put the lights up. 'Tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this. Y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, 'cause I know you got a lot to say. So, let me know when you're ready. 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 Let me know when you're ready
back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. We made quite a bit of progress. I did say that I wanted to get this whole area done in this episode, but I went a bit chaotic on the coaster, as you can see. So obviously, the first thing we did was we went ahead and we did all these fences around all these tree lines. This is a pre-made fence. I did show you the blueprint who made it in the time lapse. It was only for a very, very brief period of time, so you can slow it down and pause if you want to see who it's from. But thanks to whoever made this. I can't remember the name, but yes, thank you to them. And I just altered it a little bit. So I put that here, here, and here. And I went ahead. I think I did this one first. Yeah. And this one's very simple. Some stars, some reefs around it. Very simple skin. Some lights around the outside, and then all of the bottom bit here is all just lights over here. And then I covered the whole entire place with trees and stuff, as I expected. Obviously, that's pretty much what always happens, and it's just filling all the gap. Over here will be the next themed area, and then probably somewhere back here will be the last themed area. If I can get all in, I might only be able to get 3 in, but the last choice I might just make really, really small. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see about that. We really do, because we've got to do the Festive Plaza, which I think I'm gonna have a nice skating rink in it. That's the plan. And in Santa's little village. I reckon I can get those done shortly. I reckon we could get it all done. I have faith. I believe. 10 days? Yeah, sure. I'm sure I can do it. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I don't actually know. I haven't checked my rota for work. I don't think it's that bad. I think I got a lot of half days. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's from next week. Is my half days, and I got 4 days. Yeah, next week's my half days. I have Thursday off though, so that's good. I think it's gonna be too busy to be honest anyway. Yeah, anyway. So hopefully I can get it done. We'll have to wait and see. There'll be one more episode in this themed area where I'll decorate this area, I'll get the dark ride in, decorate that, and then wrap up this area again, depending on how much time it takes. That might go ahead and start the next themed area. We'll have to wait and see. I've got to get a lot done in such a short period of time. But like I said, I might just do bits throughout until it kind of got enough content to go through. But yeah, so I did that. Yeah, like I said, the trees everywhere, and then we've got a couple of these very simple buildings. We've got some toilets, yeah, toilets here. Ice in, as you'd expect, and then food places. We got a marshmallow place, and we got sweets, as you'd expect, because it's sweet treats treat. I do need to get some plants and stuff around here, but again, that's something that I can do at like a later date. Like getting a couple of these down here and there. Not crazy. Doesn't take very long at all. It just helps give the place a bit more colour, doesn't it? Rather than having it like lack of colour everywhere. I mean, it's pretty colourful anyway because of the theme of the area that we're going for, but yeah, I think it just helps. It just helps that little bit more. Just a couple of trees, a couple of these bushes here and there, and just to help with the colour. Like that. So, like I said, very, very, very simple and quick to do. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, we did that, and then we went ahead and we got the coaster. So I went for a very, very simple kiddie coaster. I did indeed give it 2 lift hills. I was going to give it the 1, and I thought, nah, let's give it 2 because I want it to be very mellow. Because it is a kid ride after all. I don't want to make an intense kid ride. That's not the plan. That's not the idea. So I decided, you know what, I'll give it 2 lift hills. And it's got a couple of helixes. As you'd expect, a lot of kiddies coasters do indeed have. They don't really have straight drops. They do occasionally, but most of the time they have helixes. Just because it's a little bit mellower for the children. Or the kids, and it makes it just a little bit less intense, I think, if you're a little one. Because obviously when you get on a coaster, when you go down hills and drops, you get that feeling of, you know what feeling I'm on about, your stomach just goes. And that for a lot of kids can be quite off-putting, something like that. So I decided that, you know what, I'll give it some corkscrews, very, very minimal drops, corkscrew, helixes, like, they will give you a little bit of that feeling, but not not like too intense. It wouldn't be an intense feeling of that. It would just be like a not intense one. Which is why I went for that, and I'm glad I did. Like I said, 2 lift hills. I will give you guys a pov in a second. I'm trying to get some bushes down. There you go. Yeah, 2 lift hills, couple of helixes, as much airtime as I could get. And before it was just going to be like, I was just going to stick trees around it, you know, and call it there. But then I got into it, I was like, do you know what? I started coming up with the idea of, do you know what, give it a bit more decoration. Let's make it fun for the kids, you know. Give them like a arch or a tunnel when they're going up the lift hill. Just to make it a little bit more interesting, help them enjoy it a little bit more. And then like, that's so loud. And then like from there it kind of just developed into almost like a gingerbread house, castle thing. Mansion, house probably. A castle, sorry. So it's almost like a castle just without the towers. But I'm happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Obviously, it took a lot of time. That's why I didn't get as much as I wanted done, because I went overkill with that. It's as simple as that. Why have I done that? If I didn't get overkill with that, I probably would have got this area done. But I'm glad I, like I said, I'm not regret it. I'm glad I did it. Like I said, the idea is for it to be fun for the kids. There you go. I want to get a couple of those out just to help bring the colour and stuff together. And then we've got obviously here, so this is again very minimal decorations. And then I thought, you know what, let's just put a crap ton pile of sweets. Because that's what it's about, isn't it? Sweet Treat Street, it's all about the sweets and stuff. So I was like, do you know what, we're going to do that. So that's how I did for this side. So I couldn't really think of much. And then I got tinsel along here. I could have done it this side as well, but I thought you're not going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. But then we've got here, so it's a combination of Coaster Station being the biggest building. And it kind of just like lots of interaction with the coaster. It goes up and round through it, under the arches. Because I wanted to originally just put a building here and just have like sweets or something on show for the kids to look at. And then obviously that's what developed into this. One big old building, but I like it. I'm happy with it. I've got to detail it. I don't think it's going to be too bad. It's going to take a bit of time, but I don't think it'll make too much time. And then it even means this bit, like this is quite a like interactive bit. Like there's, you're going in and out and about a lot in this bit. And I really think it would be cool. I'm pretty sure I could run 2 trains on it. I haven't tried. Oh, I won't let you. So if I turn it down. So if I reduce it to like 6, and then I have 2 okay, we'll probably do what, 7, 8, 9. So we can have 2 trains at 8, which I think is cool. That's high throughput. That's a high throughput of 16. We can test that. I don't think they're gonna crash into each other. People come in, you know how it is, and then that one comes off. Right, so that was off. So as that one drops, this one's coming up. And I think it's just going to be really cool to have 2, because they might get that occasional bit of interaction, and I think that's going to really make this much more interesting for the people riding it. Yeah, you get some interaction here. Look at that. Nice. This is going to go up the second lift hill, and then this one's going to come around and do the bit that one just did, like so. And by the time that's to the top, this one should be at the bottom of the lift hill. It should get a little bit more interaction. Maybe not a ton, but definitely a little bit. No, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. No, they're not going to get enough. So there's like a couple of bits of interaction, but I think that's fine by me. Yeah, that's really going to be really cool. Just to have the interaction going. I don't need a break station either. Now we have a problem. Why did that? Why has that? Is it because it's trim brakes and it's kind of just like fucked it all? Take off the trim brakes. I don't really like trim brakes anyway. And then we can go bam bam bam. Just speed it up. Send the trains out. Get them around the track. Interaction. Round and round and up and down and round. Looks like it. Nice. Yeah, we did it. Awesome. So that can keep. Yeah, that can stay on test. This one's on test, so that can stay on test. But yeah. Okay, so that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. To the next episode, we'll go ahead and we will detail this, make it look fancy, finish this whole entire coaster. It's going to really look good if I can get it all done and nailed. We'll go ahead and we'll build the dark ride along here, hopefully. It's going to be a small one, nothing too fancy, nothing too particular. The idea is to be like a Willy Wonka factory, if you've ever seen that movie. Charlie and Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka Factory. This, I think it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and then Charlie Chocolate Factory. There's like two, but they're the same film. They're just like, one's a remaster of the other. And yeah, so that's the idea I want to go for. Something similar to that, something that gives you that kind of idea. Because I think that'd be cool. So it shouldn't take too long. It'd just be a case of placing a bunch of like sweets and stuff around and some pipes with like chocolate or whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching again, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content from me. Check out my socials, they are of course linked down in the description of the video for you. And I shall catch you all laters.